That's
why.
Is it as bad for us as people think?
Well, it all depends on how you make your chips, cheese and gravy, isn't it? I mean, you've got your average dish has 26 grams of protein, so that's good. Yep, we'll just gloss over this, 12 grams of saturated fats.
You need some fats though, don't you?
But you've got, you've got potassium, you've got your carbs, okay, little fibre, yeah. But it's a dish that everybody can afford. I mean, I love the fact that our national dish, the official one, is queenies, but not everybody can afford queenies. Not everybody knows how to cook queenies, and a lot of our queenies do get shipped off the island to other countries.
So could you potentially make a slightly healthier version of chips, cheese and gravy?
Of course you could.
How would you do that?
Well, you could bake the chips, but I have to say I would like mine twice fried. And the cheese, I don't know, I love, Shirley, I love your Celtic red cheese.
Yeah.
Finely grated. And you could do, for the gravy, you could do a vegetarian gravy. So you roast your veggies, just a slew of veggies, and then you just, put it through a sieve, add a little bit of wine. Or if you want water to it, and then just maybe a little bit of miso paste, which is a bean curd. Give a delicious flavour for the gravy.
Good.
Yeah.
Do you put salt and vinegar on them?
Well, in Canada they do like to put vinegar on because they think it does balance out the curds, because they use cheese curds, which is their texture has to be just right over there. So they use cheese curds, and it sort of melts over, and yes, they do use vinegar too to give a good balance.
Okay. Cheese, obviously, a very crucial component of this, and Shirley from Isle of Man Creameries. Let's talk a little bit about cheese. You bought in a box of cheese. Christy, get the box. Get the box.
I'm going to dish the cheese out.
Let's just talk about why our cheese is so special. Obviously, we have our Manx dairy cows over here.
Yeah, so basically we're, as you probably already know, we're a cooperative of dairy farmers. So we've got 33 family farms that provide us with milk all throughout the year. Basically, our milk doesn't travel any more than 18 miles between the farm and the creamery. So you know exactly what you're getting, where it's come from and how far it's come. So the food miles are minuscule on our milk. We also are grass-fed accredited, which means that our cows are out to pasture for a minimum of 200 days per year, and their diet is 70% grass. So that all in all makes for happier cows, they're more free range, and our milk has got more omega-3 in it. It's all round just better tasting milk from our point of view.
And again, let's talk a little bit about the health benefits, because I think there has been a trend in recent years to non-dairy alternatives, because people worry about dairy and the impact on the diet. What would you say to that? Basically,
we've drank cow's milk for hundreds, thousands of years. It's full of calcium, it's full of vitamin D. From our point of view, it's good for you. Plant milks, obviously, people have their reasons for drinking them, whether it's vegan, whether it's lactose intolerance, that type of thing. But dairy products form a staple part of everybody's diet, and they do have lots of elements that are great for your health in general.
Wonderful. Okay, so Christy, you've got a whole host of goodies over there.
I'm good.
She's got a big knife as well.
I knew there was lots of different flavours now. I mean, I can't even fit them all on the slate that Shirley's brought in. So I'm just going to name some of them. We've got red Leicester, we've got cracked peppercorn, we've got vintage cheddar, garlic and chive, oak smoked, Celtic red. I'm going to do that one first, I think. We've got the mature cheddar, we've got the mild cheddar. We've now got obviously we've got the pre-grated cheddar as well. I didn't know you did that in vintage cheddar as well. Crumble grated vintage cheddar. Yes. So it's ready to go. And of course you've got the grated sort of mild cheddar as well. So we've got all of that. I'm going to go for the one that was just mentioned, which I have not seen this before. Celtic red. You use this, Georgie, don't you?
It's an aged one, isn't it?
It's an aged red Leicester. So our normal red Leicester's aged for about 3 months. So it's quite a mild cheese. It's quite springy in texture. Whereas if you have a try of the Celtic red, it's aged for about 15 months. It's a lot stronger flavour, and the texture is a lot more like our vintage cheddar. So it's a bit more crumbly.
It is a bit crumbly. So I'm going to pass them over. You ready?
Okay. You're doing a great job chopping that up there. I always find when I get into a piece of cheese. It's like I'm hacking it with a saw. Is there a good way, Georgie, of making sure you get nice, even slices? Do I need a special tool?
Do you really want even slices?
Okay, well, apparently I get criticised at home.
I mean, Cook Shack, it's all rustic,
Oh my
but
gosh,
it's
that's
all
brilliant.
about colour, texture and taste.
Oh,
But
man,
you
that's
use vegetarian rennet,
Yeah, we
don't
do.
you, for making your cheese?
Yeah,
which
all of our
is-
products are vegetarian.
Yeah.
So none of the veggies
Oh,
out there
so
have to
good.
worry about their chips, cheese and gravy today. You're spot on. You can go
If you
ahead
get your
with it.
veggie gravy,
Yeah, go for the veggie gravy.